Have you ever wondered why tattoos come with a price tag? You're not alone. Let's break down why they cost what they do and why going cheaper is not always better. Stick around. Let's break down why they cost what they do and why going cheaper isn't always the best route. The minimum price. Think of a plumber. They have a call out fee. When you send them out to your house to do a job, they come in, they fix something that takes 5 minutes, and they give you the bill, and it includes the call out fee. It covers the materials, the cost of running, and all those types of things. For a tattoo artist, it covers materials, the artist's experience and years of tattooing, the drawing that's involved with the design, and often overlooked expenses is the commission and the taxes that the artist has to pay. So let's break down each of these points and explain it so it makes more sense. Materials. Each tattoo requires disposable supplies that are one-time use for every tattoo. We're talking needle, the grips, the covers for the machine, the paper towel, the glad wrap on the station and the trolley, bed cover, everything. All these things that you might not think of. Ink caps, the ink that they use, the excess ink, they just put it back in their bottle, they chuck it in the bin. It's all one-time use. The number one priority in a tattoo is cleanliness, sanitation, and avoiding cross-contamination. Preventing cross-contamination is so important. The experience of the artist should always be taken into account. The tattoo artist may have been tattooing for 10 years, so think of all that knowledge that they've gained, all the different skin types that they've tattooed, all the different designs, which is why apprentice tattoos cost a lot less than what a full professional artist would, especially with 10 years under their belt. The experienced tattooer is going to know the best placement for designs and how a design is going to look after it's healed 5 years down the track, which is something that's also overlooked, is how the tattoo will heal and if it will look good in 10 years time. Whether small or large, the drawing is involved in almost every tattoo. A lot of the time, the tattoo is done behind closed doors, out of hours, in the artist's house, or before you even get there. Resizing the image to fit the particular placement of the area, creating the stencil itself, applying the stencil to the skin, all that preparation that has to be made to the body, that's all included in the process. Also, the setup of the station. Now, the most overlooked cost, which is probably something that people don't know, and that's why, the commission that the artist pays from every tattoo to the shop. Now, each shop, if it's a street shop, gives the artist lots of supplies, like the disposable supplies, to help with their tattoo. They keep the lights on, somewhere to tattoo, and they keep clientele coming through the door. A percentage of the tattoo that you pay goes towards the shop to help cover those things. The tattoo artist then has to pay their own taxes, whether it be just general income tax or a GST tax, and superannuation. Tattoo artists are like contractors. They are in charge of their own tax, GST, superannuation, the accounting, the bookwork, all of those things that happen behind the scenes. So if you take out all the tax, the commission, the money that you think you're paying the artist is actually substantially smaller. Another thing that has to be taken into account is that this is forever. This is on your skin forever. It's easy to buy a TV every 5 years for $3,000 or whatever it is, and you can justify throwing it away. For a tattoo that's going to last forever, big or small, you should be willing to pay a certain amount of money for the longevity of it and know that it's going to heal well and age well and be done well by the artist. There's an old saying in the tattoo industry that cheap tattoos aren't good and good tattoos aren't cheap. We as artists have a duty of care that you have a really good experience and the tattoo heals well. Most artists offer a touch-up period, so up to a month after the tattoo, maybe 6 weeks. Something drops out, you can always come back and the artist will touch that up for free. But it's something that's so important that tattoos are a forever investment. So when choosing a tattoo, don't let the price be the solo factor on choosing if you go with that artist. Prioritize an amazing tattoo experience. Look through their Instagram, do your research. That's so important. Ask questions. Ask everything you want to know to the artist. They should be willing to tell you whatever you need to know. You're not a tattoo artist, so there's no dumb questions. How are you really supposed to know? And you're not going to know unless you ask the questions. I think it's very important to remember that a lot of work happens behind the scenes, behind closed doors. Even if you call up for a walk-in, as soon as that you call and they're like, hey, yeah, we'll see you in half an hour. They're setting up their station, they're preparing the drawing, printing it out, hopefully it's the right size. All these things that happen that you don't see before you walk in the door, so that when you walk in, it's just a breeze of an experience. I really hope this helps. It's something that doesn't really get spoken about, and I think that we really need to educate people on why tattoos cost what they do. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment anything else that you'd like to hear from me. I've got heaps of videos down the line that I'm thinking of, and I'm really excited to bring them to you. Any ideas, bring them on. I'm happy to hear it. Thanks again, everybody. Peace.